Hi everybody. It's been a little bit since I popped on here, and the Pathways for Success office has a lot of different things coming up. So you've been seeing a lot of action on this page. So I wanted to make sure that I popped on here and talked about an upcoming workshop that we have going on this week. It is actually a workshop that RC has been putting a bunch of information on our webpage and or on our Facebook page. You've been getting emails about it, but it is a workshop that is focused on mind-body skills. So I know that some of you may have taken a mind-body skills class here on campus, or maybe you have like a preconceived notion of what mind-body skills are. I see some people jumping on here. Hi, friends. But I will tell you that the college has had several people trained in mind-body skills for years. And I used to go to some of the workshops, and I always thought, oh, like that helped. Like that made me feel better. And so last year, right around this time, I had the opportunity to be trained by the center to teach other people some of these skills. And I will tell you that I just gonna throw this out there, and I'll bet a lot of you are gonna give me a thumbs up, either when you replay this or when you watch it live. I can be a stress basket. I can be full of anxiety, anxious thoughts, not able to be present, not able to be like right in the moment because I'm too concerned with worrying about all of these other things that I need to check off of a list. Worrying about things that haven't happened yet, worrying about things that already did happen that I have no control over anymore. I could just be a ball of stress. And so when I got this opportunity to learn some of these techniques through the Center for Mind Body Medicine, I was like, I'm totally doing this. So we started last February, right before the world shut down, and we literally were ending on like March 13th, right as the world shut down. Like we didn't stop. We finished the training. And it was literally, and I don't use this term, like I always joke around that I'm dramatic, but I don't use dramatic language unless it's real. It was very life-changing for me. It really opened my eyes to the importance of this work in my own healing and in my own health. Like the science behind it was so interesting for me because I'm a really concrete person as well. I want to know why. And so all of these techniques I understood, I got it. I was like, yeah, this is super helpful. Some of them I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do that regularly. Other things I was like, yeah, I need to do that all the time. And then learning about how stress and anxiety impacts your physical health, it was amazing. So I feel like right now in the current world that we're living in, with all of the craziness that we're dealing with, we all could use these tools to just manage the day-to-day and not make things harder on ourselves physically, right? Like the last thing we need is for our immune systems to be depleted. The last thing we need is to not be able to sleep well. Like in the middle of a pandemic, we really need to be taking care of ourselves. And I know when people say that to me, I oftentimes want to laugh at them. Like I have so much going on. I have 2 children at home. I'm teleworking a whole bunch, trying to work at the same time, still work my normal hours here at the college. You know, having a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old and a house to take care of, it's exhausting, right? And so I know when somebody is saying, oh, you have to find time to take care of yourself, you're like, driving me nuts saying stuff like that, right? But I will tell you, I have found time, even if that means that I'm waking up earlier in the morning, even if that means I'm staying awake later at night, because I have seen the difference in myself and my ability to be able to pause and do just something very simple that helps to regulate things in my body that's going to help me be healthier. So if any of that sounds like, yeah, that's me, my brain never stops, or I'm dealing with test anxiety, or being in school in the middle of a pandemic is stress inducing, or I feel lonely. You know, a lot of people are feeling lonely, right? They're feeling like isolated. They miss people. They miss connection. This work could definitely be for you. I mean, it's been huge for me. So this Wednesday, okay, we are doing just a workshop. It's going to be like 45 minutes-ish on Zoom. Okay. RC has already put the information on this Facebook page, but he's going to repost. Okay. And then I'll put the Zoom link or I'll have him put the Zoom link in the comments here. Okay. That's this Wednesday at 1 o'clock. And me and Dion Clark Troop. Some of you know Dion. She works in our Access office. She's going to be my co-facilitator. She is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We both went through this work together. And the really cool thing about Mind Body Medicine is that I'm not going to be like your teacher, or I'm not going to be like telling you, counseling you and telling you what you need to do. No, we're literally going to just do this with you. Like present the things that we learned and do it along with you, because it's super helpful for us as well. So that's this Wednesday, is just the one workshop. So if you want to know a little bit more and you're like, that sounds interesting, but I'm not sure I'm willing to commit to anything bigger than that right now, come to the workshop through Zoom. Don't even have to leave your pajamas. This Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Okay. Zoom link to follow, both on the page, in your email. Center for Mind Body Medicine is what it says. Mind Body Skills Workshop. That's this Wednesday. Then if you're super like, yes, so you don't have to come to the workshop in order to do this next piece. But if you think that this could really benefit you and you want to be a part of a group, and that's what we had to do. We had like 8 sessions. We're going to do that for 8 weeks, because we're only going to meet once a week. We're going to meet on Mondays. Starting March 1st for an 8-week session where you will be in the same group of people. I already have people signed up. I can only take 8. I think Dion has 2, and I know that I have 1. So we already have 3 spots filled, which means I only have 5 total, more to give out. So I'm hoping that from this workshop on Wednesday that you guys will be like, yeah, definitely want to do that. I want to sign up for that group. So like I said, it has really been life-changing for me, and I don't use those words like that. I don't have time for those words, right? Like, you've got a million things going on in your world. Like, the last thing you need is something that's like rocking your world. Like, everything's rocking your world right now, right? But it has really, and it's simple. It's like really simple stuff. So I want to share, Dion and I want to share this with all of you, because for some of you, it could really help. And it could help you combat things like test anxiety, or just normal not being able to just be in the moment and just be, right? Not have constant thoughts of, what about this? And I got to do this and go. Like, just to breathe and to take care of yourself so that you can do all of those things for other people. So again, no big commitments yet. Come to the workshop on Wednesday, 1 o'clock. If you're watching this as a replay and you're a former student, you're not a current ACM student, if I end up having some spots left over and they're not totally full for that 8-week session, I will get permission for you to join the 8-week group if you would like to. And I also, anybody, current student or former student that wants to use the Zoom link for this workshop that we're doing on Wednesday can do so. Okay. So I know we have some alumni on here who are probably like, hey, what about me? Totally. You can still click the link. Okay. So the link is coming this Wednesday, 1 o'clock, just about 45 minutes to an hour to get a little bit more information, practice some of these techniques, talk a little bit more about the science behind it and how it might help you with stress and anxiety. And if you're like, yes, this is great, I really want to do this, then you can reach out to me or Dion after the fact, and we can get you one of those spots for our 8-week group that will start in March. Okay. So, if you're just tuning in, I'm going to repost this video so that you can watch from the beginning. I would love to be able to help you guys out with what is a very lonely, stressful, weird world that we're currently encountering, but I am here to promise you that there are ways to cope, and there are ways to heal from it, and there are ways that you can actually help others then heal from it, which is the really cool part of all of this, is that I have found ways to cope with this and heal from this. But now I get to share it with all of you, and you know how much we care about you as students. So definitely watch for that follow-up. If you have questions, feel free to email me, tdevore@allegheny.edu. I'd be more than happy to answer some questions. And I hope to see lots of you in our workshop Wednesday. That's this coming Wednesday, which is the 10th, February 10th, at 1 o'clock on Zoom. All right, guys, have an awesome day.